The Russia-Ukraine conflict has escalated to alarming levels, sparking concerns for nations deeply involved in supporting Ukraine. On November 19, 2024, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a decree updating Russia's nuclear doctrine. This update marks a significant shift. Any attack by a non-nuclear state, if backed by a nuclear-armed ally, will be treated as a joint attack by both. In simpler terms, Russia could interpret an assault by one coalition member as an attack by the entire group. This change raises the stakes dramatically. Even a major conventional attack on Russian territory by Ukraine, a non-nuclear state, could justify a nuclear response, given Ukraine's strong backing by the nuclear-armed United States. These developments come amid heightened tensions, following the U.S. authorization for Ukraine to use American-made long-range missiles against Russian targets. The Kremlin's revised doctrine seems designed to deter further Western involvement by signaling a readiness to escalate to nuclear options under broader circumstances. Now, this begs the question: in the worst-case scenario, where Russia decides to use nuclear weapons, how prepared is Ukraine to defend itself? And since Ukraine heavily relies on U.S. support, we must also examine whether American air defense systems can counter such catastrophic possibilities. On November 21st, Ukraine's Air Force alleged that Russia launched an intercontinental ballistic missile targeting critical infrastructure on the outskirts of Dnipro. If true, this would mark the first-ever use of an ICBM in the conflict. However, Russian President Vladimir Putin quickly denied these claims. In a televised statement, he clarified that the strike involved a new medium-range, non-nuclear ballistic missile called the Oreshnik. This missile, capable of reaching speeds of Mach 10, was designed for precision strikes. Ukraine's current air defenses had no answer to this weapon. This strike was seen as a direct response to Ukraine's November 19th attack, where US-made ATACMS missiles hit an ammunition depot in Russia's Bryansk region. While Russia claimed to have intercepted most of the missiles, the message from the Oreshnik attack was clear. Ukraine's air defense systems are inadequate against Russia's evolving missile technology, even for non-nuclear threats. This leaves a critical question: how would Ukraine fare if Russia deployed longer-range ballistic missiles like its ICBMs? Russia's intercontinental ballistic missile arsenal is among the largest and most advanced in the world, showcasing its focus on maintaining a strong strategic deterrent. These missiles, managed by the Russian Strategic Rocket Forces, RVSN, can deliver nuclear warheads across thousands of kilometers, making them a cornerstone of Russia's defense strategy. One standout weapon in this formidable arsenal is the RS-28 Sarmat, often called Satan II. This missile is regarded as one of the most powerful and advanced ICBMs ever developed. With an estimated range of 18,000 kilometers, it can strike targets virtually anywhere on the planet. The Sarmat is capable of carrying multiple nuclear warheads, and some variants are equipped to deploy the Avangard hypersonic glide vehicle. The Avangard can reach speeds over Mach 20 while maneuvering mid-flight, making it nearly impossible to intercept. The Sarmat is a stark reminder of Russia's commitment to maintaining its strategic dominance in an increasingly tense global landscape. The Sarmat is undoubtedly intimidating. But let's shift our focus to another missile Russia might be more likely to use. Before it was confirmed that the hypersonic missile used in the attack on Dnipro was the Oreshnik, there was speculation that the weapon in question could have been the RS-26 Rubezh. This missile is reportedly capable of carrying either the Avangard hypersonic glide vehicle or up to 4 independently targetable re-entry vehicles MIRVs, each with a yield of 0.3 megatons, similar to the RS-24 Yars. Ukraine's current defense systems, such as the Patriot, are effective against short-range ballistic missiles like the Iskander. But when it comes to medium-range ballistic missiles, like the Rubezh, their effectiveness drops significantly. This highlights Ukraine's urgent need for more advanced systems. Talking about air defense systems, one potential solution for this threat is the THAAD system, designed specifically to intercept medium-range ballistic missiles. However, there's a major challenge. The US has only 7 THAAD batteries, and one of them is already stationed in Israel, leaving limited availability for deployment elsewhere. A more practical alternative might be the SM-6 surface-to-air missile system. This versatile weapon can take down medium-range ballistic missiles and other aerial threats at distances of up to 240 kilometers. Another advantage is that the SM-6 is compatible with the Mk-41 vertical launch system, making it possible to adapt for ground-based use if necessary. But there are significant hurdles to consider. The US Army operates just 8 Typhoon missile launchers across 2 batteries, and the US Marine Corps only has 3 launchers, each equipped with 8 Mk-41 VLS cells. Then there's the cost. At up to $40 million per missile, the SM-6 isn't exactly affordable, which makes acquiring them seems impossible for Ukraine. The lack of adequate air defenses against Russia's advanced missiles puts Ukraine in a precarious position. It also raises broader questions. Was the US decision to greenlight Ukraine's attacks on Russian territory wise? While these strikes demonstrate Ukraine's resilience, they may also provoke a disproportionate response from Russia, escalating the conflict further. Securing advanced missile defense systems is no longer just an option for Ukraine, it's a necessity. However, logistical, financial, and geopolitical hurdles make this a daunting challenge. The next steps by Ukraine and its allies could determine not only the course of the war, but the future stability of the region. So, how far are Ukraine and its allies willing to go to strengthen their defenses? And could this lead to an even greater escalation of the conflict? That's all for today. Thank you for watching.